your husband cheated on you, and the first thing you think to do, your best friend?
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine. If you are new here, if you're new to the channel, of course, hit that subscribe button. Turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So I've shared before my opinion on the whole girls thing, and women, they claim you're not a girl's girl if you don't do this, you're not a girl's girl if you don't do that. And I think anytime that you go against the grain, you're not a girl's girl. If you hold women accountable, you're not a girl's girl. But I find it interesting of how women claim to be girls, but they are the ones who will tear another woman down or ruin her life or attempt to ruin another woman's life. And it's just crazy. And I think the women of the sisterhood are so easily able to be manipulated. You can tell them anything, you can sell them anything, you can lie to them, and it will be whatever, right? And we have now used social media as a way to really big our heads up with the women who are in your comments, who tell you that what you're doing is good. Like, you never get held accountable. So it just keeps you in a delusional state of mind, especially when you are dead wrong, right? So this woman came on TikTok. She deleted the video. Let's make this very clear. She deleted the video since. So you can't find the entire video because she was getting too much slack. They come online and tell these story times, and they believe, based on how they see other women do it, they believe that they're going to be the next viral sensation from a positive standpoint. They don't typically expect the sisterhood to go against them, right? So she deleted the video, but I'm going to share a clip of what it was about, essentially, in this woman who called out what happened, and we're going to come back and talk about it.
His best friend is also a man that is also married with a child, but you think nothing of it because the 8 years that y'all have been friends, it never gave anything but friendship, until best friend decides to tell you that he's also unhappy in his marriage.
So your husband cheated on you, and the first thing you think to do is to go fuck your best friend? Your best friend that's married. We can use this bird brain as a case study to show why you should never, ever, ever trust your man to have a best friend. I'm a firm believer that men and women aren't meant to be friends. I don't see it. He's married and has a child. And because she came scooting along talking about, oh, her husband did this, her husband did that, she don't want him no more. She comes sit on his lap. Now all of a sudden he don't want his wife. Now you telling me that you're going to allow that shit? No, I don't know. I just don't understand. Why would your man have a best friend that's not you? What woman does he need to confide in that's not you or his mother? That doesn't make any sense. What woman do you know is willing to sit and listen to a man's issues without getting something in return? Come on now. What woman is just interested in a man just because? No, you want something. Like, please, don't act slow.
Woman, her husband cheated on her, okay? And because he cheated on her, she went and slept with her best friend, ruined his marriage, and got pregnant, okay? So I think it's very, very, this woman was spot on. She was spot on in everything that she said about that woman. Right. I think it's so interesting of how, as I said, we now use this word of healing out loud. It's your healing journey. There's nothing healing about sleeping with your best friend who has his own family. So because your man hurt you with another woman, you want to hurt another woman. But you're a woman, a doula, who is all about making women feel good, especially in the most precious time of their lives, their pregnancy, their birthing experience. You should have a level of care, emotional care for women, knowing how our emotions can be up and down, a family, like all of the things. But because people were giving her a lot of pushback, the video is taken down. She don't want to face the reality of what it is. She did share the pregnancy test that she was taking on her social media, and I'm going to share that as well.
I can't be pregnant. Did y'all know I'm divorcing my husband? My live-in husband. We still live together. And we've been separated most of 2025. I can't be pregnant. And before you ask, why are you sleeping with someone that you're getting a divorce from? Who told you I was sleeping with my husband? I got somebody new. See why I can't have any babies right now? You want to look for me?
So y'all can see she posted a crash out. That was the gist of the video, of just posting that she was taking a pregnancy test. Which again, that pregnancy test was her being pregnant by the best friend. As she said, women having male best friends, there's people typically think that the men are the ones who are out to always get with the other woman. But y'all, these women be plotting. She claimed it was never giving anything. Yes, it was. Yes, I find it hard to believe that as soon as your husband cheated on you, now this is the only time that you found this man that you had any interest in him. And I guess apparently the woman who shared this video, a story about it, she came back and shared another video. I guess the creator said people were being messy and they don't know the full story. But girl, we only know what you told us, and it's up for scrutiny once you put it out there.
I am not a messy person.
You got on TikTok and told the entire world that your husband cheated on you, and in your healing, you decided to go to your best friend who was married with kids and fuck him. That sounds like one of the messiest things that I've ever heard. And now you're trying to disguise it, saying that you got on here as a form of healing. The funniest thing about this to me is that you're a doula. So that means that you're well versed in cycles and knowing how to get pregnant and when to get pregnant. All of the things, right? So when you were sleeping with your best friend who was married and has his own family, did you ever think like, damn, maybe I should use protection and then I won't get pregnant by this person who's also still married? Mind you, her platform is showcasing women giving birth. It's supposed to be empowering, but you get on here and literally tell the entire world that you fucked up somebody else's marriage because your marriage got fucked up. That's crazy. But now somehow I'm messy because I posted the story. I haven't seen anybody else post. I do think I'm messy, but you brought the mess. And you're saying that nobody's innocent? I beg to differ. I think the best friend's wife is innocent. I think that you came in because you were feeling insecure, devastated about your own situation. So you took it upon yourself to fuck up somebody else's. No, your best friend is not a good person. He cheated on his wife at the end of the day. But let's not act like you don't have any blame in this. Like, please stop fucking pretending.
So now you're in your vulnerable state. You're like, and they love to use, like I said, this healing and how I'm healing out loud. All of that is just like, no, you're just disgusting. And you want to feel liberated by the women who sit online and feed into your nonsense and tell you that this is healing out loud. No, it's all the way dirty and wrong. Everything about it. And then they try to get mad when they get called out or they don't want to stand on it. You stood on it. You stood on what you did. You came to the internet and told this story. Stand all the way in it. But they only want to take the criticism. They don't like criticism when it comes from the women. They only want to be coddled and lied to. You are a messy person. You're a low down, dirty type of woman who cannot be trusted. And that woman is innocent. She is innocent. And they always like to say, we don't know the full story. There's no full story that needs to be known. You were married. You were still married. You're pregnant by a married man while you're married, who I'm sure you know everything about his family. Cool with the wife, probably. But because you are hurt and you're healing, we love to act like we're not in our conscious mind. Well, I was in my most vulnerable state. I was healing. I was weak. No, you knew what you were doing. You know exactly what you were doing. And that's the part that women don't ever get held accountable because they don't ever have to. They'll always find a way to not just say what it is. You did what you wanted to and you used your husband's infidelity as an excuse as to how you got here. When I believe that you've been trying to make this a thing, to start sleeping with your best friend, quote unquote, and that was your opportunity, and you took advantage of it. And I'm not saying this man is right, as she said, the man ain't right, but I think that you took advantage of. You could have taken advantage of him too, very much so, very much so. But these are the women that women tend to love, support. Women have made you think that this is cool. Women have made you think it's cool to even come online and tell this story. Like, as a business, your character is important, right? So if I'm a married woman who wants to hire you as my doula, but I know that you slept with you slept with another woman's husband, I may not want you in my space at all. Your characteristics, who you are at the core as a person, I don't want that energy around me in my most vulnerable state of my life, which is giving birth. And they don't think about that. You thought that this was going to, what did you think it was going to do? If anything, it could potentially hurt your business because women don't trust you around a man. We in a room to have a baby. Are you plotting on my man too? You never know, y'all. So you got to be very mindful. We can't be so gullible. We can't be so foolish. But you got to pay attention to the women who have an agenda. And if it don't go their way, they run away. If they would have loved, they cheered it on, she would have kept it up. But you getting called out for your actions, your choices. You don't like it, so then you going to run. Stand on what you do. And let's do better. Let's stop. Do the work to actually heal. Sleeping with somebody, man, is not healing. There's nothing healing about that. Because you're hurting someone else. So, unfortunately, this is what happens too often. These are just my thoughts as always. Share in the comments your thoughts on this topic. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.